But like the best price I could find when we were trying to go over the summer was gonna cost us over $5,000 for 2 days, and I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And that was with all of the tricks I could dig up. So
Welcome, Walt Disney World fans, to part 2 of another episode of the Notcast, presented by NotClub33.com. Last week's show, we were talking about the price hikes at Walt Disney World. This week's show, we're going to talk about what the hell you can do about it as a consumer. My name is Steve Rhodes. With me this week again, it's Pat Neistat.
What's up?
Becky Wells is here.
I can't. Hi.
So is the Disney cynic, Bobby Burchins.
Once again, I feel the need to express my deepest regret to Lorraine. It was Janine.
Never getting that money, bro.
Strike 4.
Hey, Bobby, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Never, man. Like, I keep getting
That
woken
refund.
up.
That refund has been denied now. It's just completely... Now you're going to get a reply
Circular file. Yeah.
from Janine in accounting. Yeah. It's just going to be a middle finger photocopy of her middle finger.
Yeah.
And that $30 that you spent on those two Genie Plus things now would cost you $44 as a family of 2, Bobby. And that's what we were talking about last week, were the price hikes at Walt Disney World. We kind of got into whether it's worth it for Genie Plus. We kind of all agreed, I don't know at that price. Pat, you kind of were, hey, I don't know, maybe I'd still do it at the Magic Kingdom if it was super busy. Me, I'm kind of still on that fence with you, Pat. Like, I don't know if I would. But what are some other things that you can do besides just not buying Genie Plus? Because everything's gone up, from food to the cost of a one-day park ticket. That's all increased here at Walt Disney World. The 5-day tickets are up. The 7-day tickets are up. Those two are kind of moderately up. But what changes can you make maybe to your vacation in order to save some money at your next trip? Bobby, you had some interesting introspect on this on your show. You're a local person in Orlando, and you just straight up said, why not try the competition?
Yeah, go to Universal, guys. And I'm not joking about this. So, for those of you who don't listen to our podcast, Cynics on Disney podcast, you get it wherever you listen to podcasts. We stayed over at Universal, specifically over at the Lowe's Sapphire Falls Resort, for the hurricane that recently came through here earlier a few weeks back, and like it really genuinely got me thinking. Holy shit, this is on par, or even better than many Disney properties, and certainly at that price point, like we weren't paying a crap ton of money to stay there either. We had a Florida resident discount, which helped. Don't get me wrong, but we're talking $165 a night, guys. That's how much I was paying for what is arguably on par with Coronado Springs.
It was hurricane rates though too, so we'll put that caveat in there. Yeah.
I don't know that they were making the rates specific for that. I do know that they also let you bring the dog, which was the reason why we stayed there. But like I said, the resort and the amenities and everything like that, they were top quality. So I've looked in a little bit more to Universal and everything like that. Their annual pass, the most expensive version of the annual pass, is cheaper than the version that I have for Disney. It includes no blackout dates. It gives you tickets to their Halloween horror nights. It gives you tickets to their whatever Christmas thing they do, and the Mardi Gras festival that goes on every February. Imagine Disney giving you tickets to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Very Merry Christmas Party as part of your annual pass. That is what it's the equivalent to. And on top of that, it's dirt cheap compared to Disney. I mean, like food prices, everything that I saw there was on par with what I was getting at Disney, or maybe in some cases a little bit better, but less expensive. Now I've been to Disney God knows how many times. We're talking in the triple digits in terms of actually walking into the theme parks and everything like that. I've not yet been to a Universal theme park, but to me, going to those would be like an eye-opening childlike experience where I'm experiencing something for the first time instead of experiencing the same things over and over and over again. And having some sort of new experience at a much cheaper clip, that's got to give you guys some perspective over the stuff that Disney's throwing out there, especially if you are just frustrated by everything like I am.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to disagree when I'll put kind of a cost comparison on the screen here. I believe the Universal is like $750 for their most expensive pass. Like you said, it comes with their Halloween party, the Halloween Horror Nights pass. That's included with some VIP parking, and they're equivalent to the Lightning Lane, the Genie Plus, essentially. After 4 p.m., you get that free for $750, and I believe the Disney cost for an annual pass, which you can't even buy right now, is nearing $1,600. So big difference there.
Don't
Pat, I
And
know. Pat, I
oh,
know you've talked about doing the Universal experience because you've got some, you got teenage kid and a tween, so this is kind of the time where you're considering doing the Universal thing. Is
mhm.
this something that is of interest to you?
So I probably won't be staying at their hotels. I'll probably stay at a Disney hotel just because
Huh?
that's what I have um, with the DVC. But yeah, I definitely would. I mean, with the Harry Potter stuff, and then with the new theme park coming with the Super Nintendo stuff, yeah, I'll definitely go check it out for sure, 100%. It just, I'm not sure when we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. And I know Becky, you were talking about you guys are going to be going to Universal soon or within the next couple of years.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely all want to go. We were trying to wait for our last one to be tall enough for everything because I'm
Mhm.
not trying to mess with rider
Yeah.
swap stuff, especially when she likes coasters. So
Sure.
she's pretty much there. But my thing is we priced it out, and I know the hack of even the ghost room or whatever, like get the room at their deluxe resort and get your free express passes and whatever. But the problem is the max number of people you can put in those rooms is 5. By the
Mm,
time I add a second room, it is not cost effective. But like the very cheapest I could get anything, even military tickets, every single thing with their um surge pricing or flex pricing,
Yeah.
whatever, day to day. Like if you go during a high season, it is astronomically more expensive than Disney to get the
Yeah.
skip the line pass. And here's the thing
Because
is like if you don't get that, you're screwed. So like we would be buying that. But like the best price I could find when we were trying to go over the summer was going to cost us over $5,000 for 2 days. And I was like, absolutely not.
yeah.
yeah.
And that
So
was
And
with all of the tricks I could dig up. So
I know a family that is
no.
doing. I know a family that's doing a couple days in Disney and going to Universal, and the Universal cost is right up there with Disney's cost for
their
them to
one
go.
day stuff is their one day pat. I mean, because it's let's just be honest. Universal
And
is
they're going during spring break, so
yeah. Universal
Well,
is like
that's
a long weekend at most, 3-4 days is the max you're going to do there. They just don't have the infrastructure like Disney. So a 1 day ticket for Universal, I think the starting price is higher than a 1 day Walt
right.
Disney World
Right.
ticket. It's
Sure.
just that, like I said last show, if you're going to buy a 1 day ticket, you're a
Right.
fucking moron. Don't buy that. I think the play where Bobby's coming in is like, hey, if you're going to be there and if you're going to go multiple times, the annual pass for
Yeah.
Universal is definitely a buy. If you're just going to go one off, I don't know. Let's kind of
I,
cycle it back though, because
I would
go
I
ahead,
would
go ahead, go ahead.
I would say if I was in Bobby's position,
Yeah,
I might have I'd want to go to both because, like you
yeah.
said, going to Disney over and over and over. I mean, you go how many times a month do you go? Would you say, Bobby?
2, 3 times a month.
Yeah.
Minimal, right?
You
Yeah.
should be
Sometimes
buying
more.
that annual Universal pass, and you're going to get more
So
bang for your buck. Yeah, yeah,
having that other experience just kind of get out
To
of
mix
that.
it up and
Yeah,
yeah.
to mix it up. I would probably doing that if I was in your situation.
And that definitely is a consideration here. Probably we won't get the top tier pass, but we are looking into it. To be honest with you, on top of that, just to throw a couple of other things out there, there are actually like 1 and 2 bedroom suites. Like because I looked into the hurricane evacuation idea like long before we actually pulled the trigger on it, and we were talking about me and my brother, and his dog and all that stuff. We didn't want to stay in one hotel room, but there's like 2 bedroom suites at I think it's Cabana Bay or Aventura or something like that that are actually reasonably affordable, like in the $200 to $300 per night range, which might help Becky out a little bit more. But
They
it doesn't
max
come
at
with the
6.
Yeah, I
max
think
pass.
it's
I don't think either because it's not the deluxe.
well. I'm looking at their pricing. I mean, even like I'm just looking at like a random day in November, like where you stayed, Bobby. It's starting at like $250 a night, so it's not like
That's not
it's
bad.
super cheap. It's not bad,
No,
but it's
that's not
not
bad at
super
all.
cheap
Yeah.
either. But because Bobby, you got a lot of hurricane pricing, and
Again,
I think
Florida discount rates.
I think everything is
Okay.
going to be similar on it if you're just looking at a small 1 day clip. But that annual pass, I mean,
Right.
that's kind of a no brainer,
And
especially for
again,
you.
you get so many discounts and so many other
Yeah.
little perks and everything like stuff that Disney used to offer, and now they don't because
Yeah.
they don't
Yep.
But
have.
if you have and I think honestly, if you have small children, the universal play is probably not something for you. If you have older children, especially teenagers, you're universal could be a play. So let's take it back to our bread and butter, which is obviously
Yeah.
Walt Disney World. Why we're not Club 33.
Oh, it's not bread and butter.
Hey, our bread and butter is the Walt Disney World Resort. So let's
I thought it
start.
was potato bread and salted butter. That was me. Sorry.
Potato bread. What the? Anyway, uh,
Potato
Hey,
bread? You've never had
yeah.
potato bread? It's
bro,
delicious.
that
Oh, good.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah. Sorry,
So
that has escaped me. But go ahead, Pat.
I was gonna say I was gonna jump in and say if you're wanting to if you have a big family and you're looking to save money and you want to go to Walt Disney World, stay off
Yeah.
property.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's the play. You'll save hundreds of dollars, hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Thousands. Yeah.
thousands.
Yeah, we stayed. I got a video. We got a video up on the channel that outside the Disney bubble, and we stayed in a 2 bedroom. And I want to say it was like 200 a night or something crazy like that.
That place was
I mean,
huge.
and it
Was
was
that
a
the
huge
Westgate?
place. Yeah, Westgate. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. That's
And
linked here.
we were
Yeah.
we were a mile from Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
To the entrance. So
If you want to be on property,
That was
try one of the JWs or even the Swan and Dolphin has some reasonable compared to the rest of Disney property rates at like 300, 350 or something like
Swan
that.
and Dolphin is priced like a moderate, and you get all the when you read about the Disney Deluxe benefits and the DVC benefits we always talk about on the show. Swan and Dolphin gets those same exact benefits. It's priced like a moderate, and if you happen to be a Marriott person and you have status, you get to use that there because it's part of the Marriott brand.
do they have one
So-
bedroom, 2 bedrooms at the Swan and Dolphin?
I don't
They
think
have
so, but
suites.
yeah, I mean, it's a
They have
hotel.
king suites.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
but
just
I mean that's a factor for a lot of people.
but
It
that's
doesn't
your,
cover the
but that's
kitchen.
yeah, but it's your,
No.
but with the Swan and Dolphin, you're talking about a hotel that's firmly on Disney property. That's
Sure.
on
If
Disney.
you're wanting a studio
Yeah,
and you're looking for those same benefits if you're staying at the Polynesian or something. Yeah.
is exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Swan and Dolphin is right next to the Yacht and Beach Club, and you can walk to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, take the friendship boats, and then you still get the late hours at Epcot and Magic Kingdom because you're considered a deluxe guest. That's a play. You can do things like stay at Disney Springs, which you're on property, so you still get that 30-minute early entry into the parks. And the Disney Springs hotels, every single brand is represented from Marriott to Hilton to Best Western. They're all there. So if you have status in any of those things, there's one at Disney Springs. And then plus you got freaking Disney Springs there with every food option imaginable right there. So huge savings just in doing that. I don't know,
Well,
Becky, I want to hear from her because she hasn't really had a
yeah,
chance
that's what I
to.
was just say. Becky, I know
Yeah.
has something
Yeah.
up her sleeve here.
Yeah,
Always has a trick.
Yes. we we don't buy a lot of meals at Disney unless I'm like adult trips or by myself. Then I will buy more. But we always get groceries and make one meal of the day. We're bringing it in regardless, and then we have snacks and we might like get a treat or something, but we just don't pay for that that meal every time. Or we get like the adults might get kids meals. Sometimes that's more than enough food. depends on what's going on. But
Bonus
you
tip
know,
right there. You can buy a
ways,
kid's meal
yeah,
as an adult at Disney World, and they
yeah.
don't say anything to you. Yeah.
You can even like for
That's
breakfast, the adult or the kids meals have almost the same amount of food a lot of times. You can get a coffee if you feel like drinking Joffrey's. And but you have the choice. Like you can get any beverage uh with it. So it's like someone could just get that smaller meal and pay like $6 instead of 16, and you
Sure.
maybe get like 3 less tater tots or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah,
Well,
like
so
that's our biggest.
I just want to jump in.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you do the meals at your place, you have a 2 bedroom when you're doing it. Did you? Yeah, two
Even
bedroom.
when we didn't though.
Okay. So how'd you do that when you stayed
Like Pop
at not
Century, yeah,
Pop?
we just
Yeah.
yeah.
Breakfast. That's how you do
We
it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we always eat
we just
breakfast in the room.
we used the little table, and like the kids would go to bed, we'd sit there and like make our sandwiches and stack them up, like literally
I will
bring the
say,
sandwich containers my kids use for
I
school
will say,
lunches.
I was
Don't get
at
smashed.
Hollywood Studios with Becky last year or the year before,
Oh yeah,
and they
we did have
she was
lunch.
not joking. They both had backpacks, and she had sandwiches for all the kids, and they were eating. Yeah,
Yep.
That'll save you
that
an ass load of money in the
that had
parks.
to
Yeah. I
save you
mean,
hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spent our a little more than our normal grocery budget for the week because it's a vacation area and it's going to cost more
sure.
plus delivery,
Groceries
whatever.
will cost you more still. Yeah. But yeah.
Right, but not a
trust me.
ton more. And you know what? We had enough food for the whole week of all the meals. We would eat breakfast in the room, and then snacks or whatever. But I'm the crazy one because I'll sit there and be like, all right, this package of bread has this many slices, and we need this many slices for this many sandwiches. It's ridiculous, but when I'm saving hundreds of dollars because I can
Sure,
count bread, that's fine.
sure.
It's like that, and I buy discounted Disney gift cards from Target using 5% off of the red card,
Yep.
and I use that for anything we're buying in the park. So those are my two biggest. Don't buy every meal out. We don't sit down and have huge meals that we don't need, and just don't spend as much money. So
Target Red Card is such a gangster play. And even if you're lazy and you don't want to do your own breakfast in the room or your own lunch in the room, you will save 5% on your entire Disney vacation by just going to Target and picking up a $500 Disney gift card. And you can buy them in multiples and you get
yep,
5% off. You Red card, debit card comes out of your checking account. So if you don't even want to do a credit card, it
yep,
costs you
that's what
nothing and literally saves you 5% free money
Yep.
in your pocket.
just buy them
There's
online and pay for my cruise. That's what's going on right now.
I did that for my Disney cruise this year. I
Yep,
saved 5% just like that. It's a simple,
yep.
simple task. Just sign up for Target Red Card, folks.
Also, not for
Yeah.
nothing, not that I am souvenir guy in any way, shape, or form, but Target and Disney have some sort of relationship so that you can buy all the
But yeah,
same shit over at Target. And trust me when I say there are God knows how many terrifying looking gift shops around here that sell mostly quality Disney stuff. Not like the best of it out there, but like
I think he's got
there's
like a little bit
outlets
of
and
an
stuff
eye.
like that. There's
way
plenty
cheaper.
of
Yeah.
yeah, there's plenty of different
Bobby,
ways for you to buy that souvenir off property. Trust me.
Bobby, isn't there like a discount store that a lot of that merch goes to?
Yep,
A
That you
it
Disney
can
is
owned
get
one.
the same
Yeah.
stuff that's
Yeah.
in the
Disney
park
owned one.
Yeah.
for like,
It's cross the interstate, heading back up I-4, going towards Daytona, over at that outlet mall that's on the right hand side.
'cause
The
It's
Vineland
been there.
one.
I feel like that's the
Yep.
play over Target because then you're getting like legitimate in park stuff for like super discounted, right?
You are, but also there's parking and time is a factor when going over to that outlet mall. Let's just put it
That's
that
for
way.
Got it.
sure.
I've never been. I just
And
I tried
realize
once.
that
You got to
in
commit.
park stuff, there's fewer and fewer amounts of in park stuff that is even existing anymore. It kind of is all homogenous now that you can just buy it either at Shop Disney online or even at Target or wherever. Now
got
that
it.
Bob Chapek has closed all the brick and mortar Disney stores, Target is kind of like the de facto spot for Disney merchandise. So
And if you have an AP, still like me apparently, You can still get discounts through the Shop Disney app. In fact, right now, I believe still through this episode, they're
Like
still running a
30, yeah.
special for like 25 or 30% off online orders. So,
And another free thing you can do if you want to sign up for the Disney credit card, there is a free version of the Disney credit card, 20% off in Shop Disney right now. You know, if you're watching this video,
Yep.
but I think normally it's 10, maybe I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But if you want
Yeah.
to sign up for that card and help out the channel, click the link in the description box below. Bam, shameless plug. Another shameless plug. If you like this video, hit like on it because it really helps us out in the YouTube algorithms. Subscribe if you're new, tell a friend if you've been here before, and slap that notification icon because next time on the show, I think we're talking dining in the parks, another one of Bobby's ideas that we're running. So I think that's what's on the agenda. So tune in for that show, which will air 4 p.m. Magic Kingdom time right here on YouTube. For everybody here at Not Club 33, peace.